It's a warmer day today, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I couldn't really get excited about doing anything out here much. So I came out here and I started looking at things, and I thought, well, I got those front wheels off this Jeep the other day, and it was hard. I had to use a prise bar and hammers and all kind of things, but I got the lug nuts off. So I thought I would loosen up the back lug nuts, and I had actually come and I thought I had loosened them the other day, so I thought they were just going to whiz right off of here. Well, they didn't. One broke. This Jeep has a lug nut. It's like this. Now this part here is a cover. This is like a little chrome fake aluminum cover. It goes over the lug nut that looks like this when that part is gone. Now what happened on one of these lug nuts is that it broke so that this part on the end is still inside the wheel, and this part here came out. So that means this part, with no way to get a wrench on it, is screwed onto the lug bolt, and the only way to get it off there is to chisel it off. The other thing that happened is that the outside of one of these also stripped. So it stripped off this weird plastic stuff, and then the edges stripped off the bolt. I actually went from an 18 millimeter to a 17 millimeter and from a multi-point to a 5-point, hammering them on there to try to get enough traction to get that to turn out. It would not. So I think what I'm going to do is take me a chisel and just start working on this one here that I can. And luckily enough, when Honey Babe's brother died, he left a nice big bunch of chisels, as you can see here, and I ran across them and I put them in a little bag here so that I would have them, because I thought, well, those will come in handy somewhere. Well, I think they're going to come in handy today, because what I'm about to do is reach into the hole and split this thing and try to get it off. So I figured since I can't get the other one off, I'll go ahead and try to split this one and get it off first. But sometimes if you get all the lugs out but one, you get a little wiggle room going there, and it'll make the other one come loose. I don't know what else to do other than get me a hammer and get on the ground and get me a chisel and just start whacking away at it. So that's what I'm going to be doing here for a while. I don't think I'm going to leave the camera while I do that, because it makes pretty boring video if I get, 15 minutes of me laying on the ground hammering into a hole in a wheel that you can't see. So I think I'm going to cut this off, and if and when I make any progress, I'll put the camera back on and I'll show you. Fair enough? Fair enough. So I jacked this wheel up high because I was trying to lay on the ground and hammer on it. It made it really hard, so I put it up on the big block of wood here, and I'm going to show you down inside there. I've been working on it with that chisel, and if you can see that, if I can get the light and the camera all in the right place, you can see that the top of that is being chiseled off. And that's what I want. And I'm going to come back later with a small chisel, and I'm going to try to cut a groove right along where the threads are. But if I can knock that top part off, then I can come back, get a smaller chisel and put it right up against those threads and work on that. Now the other bolt, the one that I was having trouble with, it still has some points way back on the back of that lug. I might be able to get a larger wrench, like an 18 or a 19 5-point. I guess that's 6-point. I think it's 5-point. Anyway, get one down on there, hammer down on there hard, and get some leverage and get it off. But if I can get one of these off, I should be able to wiggle this wheel enough to help my cause a little bit. So I could try setting the camera over here. I didn't bring my little camera stand, but maybe I can set it over here. Just basically show you a little bit of how I'm doing this. I got my chisel in something like this, and I put it in here like this, and I kind of got it where I can rest my hand here and hold that without any pressure on my hand much. think what I'm going to do now is switch to a different chisel. Get a little skinnier one. That one. That might be fatter than what I want. Cut off the camera while I select my next weapon. So I'll bring you here one more time so that you can hopefully see how I got that groove in the up there at about 1 o'clock along the top of those threads. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, is split that nut right there. I've got a pretty good start on that, so I'm going to keep working on that. What I'm going to try to do is move my chisel over to the other side here and do the same kind of thing there. I can kind of chisel out a notch. Okay, good, it's a start. If I could do that with my little plasma cutter without setting that wheel on fire. I haven't used that thing in a long time. Might work. Just put a little bit of fire down in there, not so much like you would be with a torch. Think about that. Let's see if I got any other kind of chisels too. I'm gonna look out in the shed.